Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, let's talk about one more interview question in the DevOps interviews. So here, the question is, what is an inode number? So when it comes to the inode number, so simply we can say the inode number, it's like one data structure, so which is used by the Linux file systems to store the metadata about a file and as well as, the directory. So except, the file name we can say. And in simple terms, we can also say the inode number, it's like a unique identification number. So which is assigned to each and every file and as well as a directory. So by the file system. So that is nothing but simply we can say, so the inode number. And so when it comes to the system, it will uses, this inode number to recognize and to manage the files and directories. So not only by the names. So that is nothing but simply we can say the inode number. And this inode number, it will stores the file type and as well as it will stores, the file size also. And it will store the ownership like UID and as well as, the GID also. And it will also store, the permissions for the file. And it will store the timestamps also. So which means like who accessed the file and when the file was modified and who changed permissions for the file at what time. So everything it will store. And the inode number, it will also contain, the disk block locations also, like the pointers to actual data. So this kind of things. And why this inode number is important? Let's see some use cases. See, most of the times in the organizations, like we will be using, the inode number to identify any files and directories at, the file system level. Okay. And one more thing. So whenever if you want to detect the hard links also, so we will be using, the inode number only. And sometimes when you are troubleshooting the storage issues caused by, the inode exhaustion, so you can also use inode number. And one more use case is, so whenever if you're finding a file or if you're deleting a file with the strange names, so you can use, the inode number for that. And sometimes whenever if you want to verify, so whether the two files refer to same file also, so there also you can use, the inode number. So this concept is a very, very important in the Linux. So now what we will do, first, let's understand how we can use this inode number, how we can show the inode number of the file, or how we can list inode numbers for all the files, and how we can see the detailed information about, so a file by using, the inode number, each and everything that we will discuss. So when it comes to the first command, so let's say, first of all, I have some files and directories here. So now I want to show the inode number of a particular file. Then use a command called ls space -i, and you can just specify the file name. Now here you can see, so this is nothing but, the inode number of javahome.txt file. Okay. Now let's say I want to list the inode numbers for all the files in the directory. Then you can use one command called ls space -i command. So it will give you, so the inode number for all the files. So now when you want to see the detailed information using, the stat command, you can also use the command. Let's say I want to see the detailed information about javahome.txt. So just type stat and just specify the file called javahome.txt and click enter. So now here you can see it is storing, the type of a file, and it is storing, the size of the file, and it is storing the device location also. You can see it is storing the access and as well as the context, and it is showing, the modify, and you can see the change, and you can see the birth of the file, and you can see the links for the file, and you can see the inode number, and you can see so UID GID number, and you can see the permissions also. So each and everything, the inode number it will contain. Now let's say whenever if you want to find the file by inode number, you can also do that. Let's say, for example, I want to find this javahome.txt by using, the inode number. So use the command called find command. And now I want to find the file in the current directory. Then just specify the inode number here, and you can just paste the number. Now here you can see, so that file called javahome.txt, it is present in the same current directory only. Okay. So like this, we will be using all the, inode commands. And one more command is, so whenever if you want to check the used and as well as available inode numbers on the system. So you can also use one more command called df space hyphen I command. So this also it will give you the complete inode names, so inode numbers, and as well as the used and as well as free everything. Okay, let's say let me give you one real-time example. So now I have two file names. Now I want to check so whether if they have any hard links or not. Okay, so then use a command called, first of all, I'll create a hard link for the file. Let's say I have a file called javahome.txt. Now for this, I'm creating something like a hard link called xyz.txt. So now the hard link is created. Now I want to check whether the both files having the same inode number or not. Then you can use the command ls space hyphen li, and you can just specify the file 1 and file 2. So the file 1 is nothing but javahome.txt, and hard link of the file is nothing but xyz.txt. Now when you click enter, now here you can see the both the files is having the same inode number. Okay, so like this also, so we'll be using, we will be checking inode numbers in the organization. And remember, so finally, so this inode concept is, it's a core concept in the Linux. So where you can power how the system identify and how the system manage each and every the files and directories. Okay. Usually we will interact with the files and directories, by name, by just specifying, the name of the file. But the underlining, file system, it will track each and every file by using, the inode number only. So that's the reason understanding, the inode concept is a very, very important for DevOps engineers and as well as, the Linux administrators and as well as the cloud engineers also. So if you found this video helpful, just give it a like and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more DevOps Linux interview questions. And thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.